Well, with Rolf, it was always, they wanted to think, they weren't sure how much they wanted to put him out there, because he was, such a special character for the family and Jim. And so he was used in I would put him on to do a reaction in Treasure Island. He's sitting at a table and I think he has some line that's brief. And the chef also on the Treasure Island, I did the head and Steve did the hands. But it was just always very quick. There was never like, you know what, you should do this or you should do that. It came with time.
Yeah.
And finding situations that just happened to come up or were written into something. And I gave it a shot, and eventually I guess it caught on somehow. I can't remember if there was a moment where somebody said, you should do that or you should do that,
Yeah.
Just grew.
Just a natural thing.
Yeah.
How do you see the process of taking a character on like that? How does that differ for you versus creating original characters? Because I obviously the technical elements are relatively the same, but it's got to be a whole different kind of preparation for you.
Oh, completely. Yeah. Because it's not me.
Yeah.
The characters that I don't want to say come up with, but that I'm a part of or that are part of me is what makes the difference. And so if I'm doing Rolf for the Swedish Chef, I'm doing an impersonation at best. It's never going to be Jim. It's impossible, But technically, I think that helps a lot to really look at how Jim performed and his energy, very different from mine. So when I do those characters, I think about his energy and what goes into that. Dr. Teeth's energy, that one exhausts me because that's not natural for me. It's not comfortable for me to go there.
Yeah.
And so I just try and then you, of course, vocally, you're trying to get as close as you can. But I think after a while, you kind of have to just say to yourself, it's never going to be me. Excuse me. It's never going to be me. I'm never going to please everybody. I'm never going to please myself either. My biggest critic. So you just have to let some of you become a part of his characters that he created, because you want them, I guess, you want them to grow and change as I think he would have wanted. Mm-hmm. So I just try and stay faithful to his characters, the integrity of his characters, try to protect the integrity. When people ask you to do certain things that don't feel right, you have to say something,
right?
Or find a way to just get by with something, find a way to sneak it in the way you think you should.
You got to know and them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it's a very different thing, because like I said, it's either part of you or it isn't. Mm-hmm. And if it's not a part of you, you've got to find the things that can help you at least put the puzzle together.